everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from Western Kentucky, and we're going to continue with our playthrough of Total War 3 Kingdoms using the 8 Princes DLC and playing as Sima. And let's see, we kind of took over a couple cities last time, Poyang, and I think Sima was over here. What is that, Wuling over here? Yeah, we took over Wuling, the large town, to end that threat on that flank. And we kind of took over Ruan Shen's city here with the play in mind that we are going to perhaps sue or attempt to sue for some peace with Sima Yue. If that is successful, that means the one other person I am left at war with is Sima Y and his allies, which currently Sima Mao is the only one of his allies at war with me. So that would allow me, if I can make peace with Sima Yue, it takes Ruan Shen out of the picture because he is a vassal of Sima Yue, and it would take Sima Qi out of the picture, he is a vassal of Sima Yue, and it would kind of free up the eastern side of the map, and I think I would then kind of concentrate on Sima Mao in the center north. So that's kind of the overall plan I'm going to be looking at. And we'll go from there. Let's just get rid of these little things over here. We've got some oaths sworn between Sima Ai, Sima Yin. We killed the Wuling province commanders over here. We have ancillaries gained, and that is an heirloom spear. And my guess is an heirloom spear. I can think of only one general we might have where that might come in best use, and that is Bujun, who has this crappy little common spear down here. I think it is time for him to, oh yeah, that's definite upgrade. Look at that, 88 melee damage and 354 armor piercing to 265 and 1100 armor piercing. Better melee, same melee attack rate, but better expertise and instinct, and it's no brainer. Let's get that done. And let's see, occupation. We took over the 2 towns as we just said. Ruan Shen has a new faction capital, and we have some more dudes moving through the land. We may look at that later, but right now we aren't in need. But the only reason I might recruit would be for some kind of an assignment we might be able to put somebody on. And let's see. Let's just get right into negotiation then and see what it's going to cost us, or see what it's going to take to make peace. And where are you down here? Sima Yue? You're the one I want. You're so far away, but you got vassals all around me, and you got your armies, 3 armies with you and 2 of your vassals coming down on my northern side, and I feel much better getting out of this predicament through negotiation, so we can focus on what we want to focus on rather than reacting to somebody else coming into our land. So let's negotiate and see what it's going to cost us. Peace. Yeah, let's hope. 12.2. I've seen much worse odds overcome, so I think we may have a couple ancillaries I'm not really using too much. Yeah, we'll just do the merchant, see what we can get for that, and let's see if we got an accessory. These are actually decent accessories, but I'm really not using. Which one am I using less? Military supplies, own army, administered commandery. We'll trade off this one because I don't have anybody in a proper spot to, administry, military supplies, own army. My military supplies haven't been an issue. So let's do this. Let's use that one, because there could be, as we get a next promotion, someone's able to administer a commandery that might be able to use that benefit. So we'll just do it this way and see how much that helps us. Oh, that helps us a lot. Getting it down to 3.6, we can probably afford the payment, because right now our cash on hand is over 10,000, so we got a little room to play. No, I don't want him to pay. I want to I want to make the payment. There we go. Now we got to go in the right way. Let's see what we got to, how many thousand we got to spend to make this deal of peace. Is it 1,000? No. Is it 2,000? No. Is it 3? It's close to 4,000. Okay. I'm going to try and get it down to 0. I don't feel it. Yeah, there we go. Proposed deal 0.0. I don't need to feel like I need to give him any extra on this particular one. I just want peace. I just want to get out of this situation and let's get it done. Boom. Okay. And now let's take a peek at one more thing. Sima, I'm not done with you. Let's just see, would you be open to a non-aggression pact? So maybe I don't have to worry about you coming back in with your vassals that are right on my border. And since you yourself are so far away, in fact, you are very open to this. In fact, I can make some of that money back. Make some of that money back. Make it even cheaper, that peace treaty. So now, this time I will request a payment. And how much are you willing to give me back? We're going to get up to 1,000? Do I hear 1,000? Yes, it looks like we will make it up to 1,000. Do I hear 2,000? Not quite. We aren't going to quite make it up to 2,000. But let's see if we can make this deal a little more. There's even. Oh, we do make it to 2,000. 2,034. So we make back half of what we spent. So I'm good, and I'm happy to have, at the moment, a non-aggression pact. And that kind of has Sima Chi, even though we already have non-aggression with him. Bai Jin right up, he's right up on our northern border too, non-aggression. Ruan Shen, which that means then is less likely to go to war with us now with Sima Yue in a non-aggression pact. So yeah, I'm feeling a little more comfortable about situations in the east, and I think that's going to make me feel a lot more comfortable to start transferring my armies up against Sima Mao, vassal of Sima Y up north. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, this is just all about the peace treaties we just signed. No big surprise there. And we've gained and improved our diplomacy with Ruan Shen, our one-time bud who turned traitor on us, is starting to get friendly with us again. He realized the errors of his ways, maybe that's what we can say. We still have some unhappy generals appearing again. That's been a battle in this playthrough all along. My kids cannot come of age soon enough. But I think I'm going to hold off, at least for immediate, unless they really start dropping fast in their satisfaction. But I think I'm going to hold off. As far as my promotion, let's see, I'm only less than 50 points, 49 points away from my next promotion, which would give me some promotion slots. Let's see, assignment administers. It would add provided two more. It looks like 2 more administrators, I'm guessing, is what that's telling me. That would allow me to promote some unhappy people potentially. So I'm going to hold off on promoting them here. I can always do the minor promotions if we get closer. Daiwuan Meng, that would cost me 3,000. You're a little pricey to promote. You're also higher level. Ki Jun, if I needed to eventually promote you, that would run me. You're much more, much less expensive to make happy that way. So then we got some temporary possibilities with those promotions there down the road. There's a couple things I noticed earlier on some buildings when I was peeking around on the map in between episodes. And there's 2 things I'm kind of in need for on a couple buildings that would be nice to go up with, and that's artisans and entrepreneurs. And I've kind of decided, and then there's a couple other things holding back some building growth, and that is growing up to either a small regional city or just a small city in some respects. So what I've decided to do building wise is we are going to take a look at our main capital, and that is the one city I'm going to look to build up towards a small region. That will be my small regional city. That'll unlock in this great commerce commandery. That'll allow me to build some of those great buildings to increase my commerce income. So I'm going to spend this money to get it up to a large city. Then I'll only have one last step to get it to a small regional city, and I can really start boosting some of these commerce buildings in Changsha after that. So I'm going to spend. It's a big expenditure, but I think now's the time for me to do that one. And then I'm also going to go, I kind of looked around for artisans. I have to build the private workshops, and that, you know, you got to worry about balancing out the negative hit to noble support, and where do I have a city that can support that. And we kind of looking around. I got Poyang, Wuling, where we just took over, and they're going to be negative for a little while until the faction support turns around. But I kind of look down here in Zhangke. We're going positive again, in the right direction. And guess what? We have an open building slot down here for private workshops that I would be able to eventually build. However, the city needs to be, or this town needs to be a small city before I can start that expansion. And one or two buildings up on that track right about here unlocks artisan with the artisan workshops, and that gets me that resource I need for some other buildings in other areas. So that's kind of the plan down here. So I'm also going to spend money. We're only a town now, so we'll get it up to a large town, and then boom, I'll just need also here one more increase to get it up to a small city. Much less expensive than Changsha, but we'll get that one going. It really cuts down our pool of income up here down to $9.99. Sounds like a sale price. Only $9.99. Such a deal. Let's see, and then we've got everybody else that's moved. But I think with that last little bit of money, our income's just under 1,000, but I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can finish rounding out Bujun, as we're gonna be taking him over for battle soon up against, what's his face up here, the vassal, yeah, Sima Mao, the vassal of Sima Y. And that looks like probably about all I got to do this turn. Everybody's moved. I think Sima Ai is locked in on this town. Yeah, we got lots of negative support, but that eventually wears away. I'm gonna have to see, since they're already at negative 69, I may have to kind of hang on and keep Sima Ai there an extra turn or two, just so we don't worry about revolt there. And over here in Poyang, our faction support when we take out be negative 15, but we are starting at only negative 3. So I can afford to take both these armies away, I think, and not worry about any kind of revolt up against Sima Mao. So let's end the turn. Let's get this moving forward. That's enough of the housekeeping we got going. Let's get this playthrough moving forward now. Let's see, Ma Liang, he would like a non-aggression pact. Oh, with Sima Liang. Oh, he's also a vassal of Sima Yue. And where exactly is Sima Liang? Do we have a common border with him? I know he sent an army down, but we don't have an immediate border with him. So I'm fine at the moment working on that. It gives me a nice little income back since I just spent it all too. We'll go ahead and accept that non-aggression pact. I hope it doesn't come back to bite me that I got so many non-aggression pacts going, but right at the moment, while we're still building, we only have 3 armies. I'm not opposed to erring on the side of caution at the moment. Yeah, now it worries me a little bit about Jik Khan down there seeming to flex his muscles and expand and grow. Makes me a little nervous on my unprotected southern border having someone grow unchecked, but as long as we stay happy with him. In fact, let's see, we've completed a reform, so we'll take a look in a moment at what we want to go from there, and we do have some more characters moving through. In fact, we have some strategists. I don't know what kind they'll be, but I wonder if they would be happier strategists than who I currently have in the fold. And they're kind of high level though, so usually when you take on high level you get some experience, but you also get those demands for This one's been floating and bouncing around like crazy. And this one, cruel. Yeah, no immediate need to be adding anybody. We'll deal with my unsatisfied generals for the moment. As a matter of fact, look at that. Something just changed. I forget. I wish I had remembered what one other thing was causing discontent, but they're temporarily back okay. A couple more points came back in there for them. So we're temporarily okay. I'm glad I didn't promote them in panic right away last time. Let's get you guys a moving and a motoring, because we have, now that those forces have withdrawn, we're at peace. We have some business with Sima Mao. We got to teach him for... Yeah, I think we're just not going to move fast, because we do need some replenishment after some tough battles we had over here. And same thing here, we're just going to keep these guys on regular movement. That drops down my faction support big time, but we can afford, as it starts, faction support starts building back up, we can afford to go negative a little extra. And like I said over here, I may just have to keep Sima IE, I'm thinking, a little extra, just because we're starting, yeah, we're currently at negative 72. If I take him out, it goes up to 80 to 90, and like in 3 turns, we got to worry about revolt. So I think I got to keep Sima IE here just a little bit longer. Is there any adjustments we need to make right away? In his army, I can afford to. One thing I want to do is I've been wanting to change the mix of his cavalry over here. Sima Yin's cavalry mix to help give us a little more variety over here. So let's see if we can swap that unit out to the mounted lancer. I think let's see, we got 2. I'll take the 2 lowest, yeah, any one of these 5 rank. Mounted saber militia will work, so we'll just trade that one out, and we will trade this one out. Now we got a, at least in my mind, a better balance. I don't have, it's great when I got a heavy archer army that I'm going against, but every now and then you don't, and then you have nobody that's really perfect for flanking in the rear of anybody. And these guys we're going to be switching to the mounted halberds. They are a little better at flanking behind melee cavalry. So that looks like that's the turn. We have to look at our reform. Pretty much we're getting down to the point we don't have many choices left until we get our next promotion. Let's just see which one. Plus 10% replenishment for garrisons, plus 25% food production, which is probably where I need to go because my food's been a little meager. I'm not really high on food right now, so let's pick that just for that alone, because I'm just sitting here at 8 food, and I'm going to be growing to a small regional city that'll eat some of that up, and then I want a small city down south that I'm building that's going to eat some of that food. So yeah, food production is probably timely at this point. And with that in mind, let's take the next turn and see if we can get up there to Sima Mao, or find out if maybe like before, Sima Y before had sent an army down through Sima Mao's territory. I wonder if we're going to end up meeting over here with some of those forces as we head in that direction. I don't know. In fact, I do have an opening in one of these armies to hire some more too. And this is the one, Bu Jun's army. We can add a little more over here. And I'm thinking, since we will have a small regional city to go up against, it might not hurt to have a couple trebuchets hired, and we may start with at least one this turn. And we'll just stop there, because that takes a big hit, a really big per turn cost on maintenance. It brings me down to just plus almost 900 per turn. I don't want to go much lower than that right now. All right, that looks like our turn. Let's continue our march towards Sima Mao. Now, Sima Yue would like us to become a vassal now that we've made peace with him. He's willing to pay me a lot of money to become his vassal. We would be guaranteed autonomy, but you know, I don't want to be a vassal as much as I could use the money. We're our own guy, Sima. We're nobody's vassal. What have we got up there? What is that army up there? We need to check that one out. That was a quick surprise. Who is this? Sparring partners. When taking a walk one afternoon, you come across two comrades sparring in a courtyard. You watch their fight with great interest. It is as a dance. They move and flow around each other with strength and grace. You leave the encounter feeling truly energized, and we see a relationship deepen between Daiwu Anmeng. That's a good. Anything to try and make her happy. And Ling Hong. Okay. And we gained a rank for Huang Fu Shang. Always happy with a promotion. We'll go take a look at that. Who is this? Sima Mao is moving down, so we need to move out to counter that. So he's moving his armies towards us quicker than we can get to him. And of course, isn't he going to have a surprise coming up his back door? We're just going to have to hope we can pull Sima Ai out of here. How is that Wu Ling holding together? Okay, their faction support isn't as strong. We can last a little longer at only -6 or -7. So that's only going to end up being, once I take the garrison out of there, a -1. So we can afford to move Sima Ai now, and we will move him fast. It looks like we could therefore lose the Wuling livestock farm unless I was to see if we can force march and reach it. Yeah, we can get there on a forced march stance. What kind of a force are we looking at coming in? Nice full force, but nothing at first glance super overpowering. So let's do the force march to help the garrison in the Wuling livestock farm. That'll limit his ability to move in and take a city. So Sima Ai, let's get you marching. We should still then be able to react if he changes direction and decides to go somewhere else, but I feel a lot more comfortable now with you being able to reach here. As a matter of fact, oh, for some reason the garrison is still showing over here. That's fine. If you want to think I'm still there as a garrison, I'm happy with that. And let's get in here with this promotion, Huang Fu Shang, before we forget about it. What do we have available for the Master of Expertise over here? We can get more expertise strength. That increases his melee evasion. Is there anything else that would be? So we've got intuition down here. Plus 25 chance of evading capture post-battle. Diligence. Plus 5 melee evasion for melee infantry in his own retinue. That's not bad. Or we have plus 10% melee armor piercing damage. And plus for his own army, and 40% melee attack rate. Ooh, I kind of like that zeal. I think that's the one we're going to go with. Increasing our attack rate for his retinue, which is attack rate dependent. So let's do that. That should help us out. And let's continue our march towards Sima Mao. Yes, I need to feel like I would be nice to hurry up, but I want to continue my replenishment as I move forward. I'm wondering that's what I'll do. Let's move up to the river here, Bujun. Let's move up to the river. See if you can embark into the river. You probably can next turn. Let's sit on the banks of the river. No, it's not that river. Yangtze River is what it is. Keep forgetting which river I'm at, where I'm at, when I'm at. You name it. And yeah, we definitely want one turn more of replenishment on you, but let's keep you in this province, because as Bujin moved over, that slowed up some of his replenishment, I think. Let's keep you in the same province here. Ling Hong up to the river border also. That's going to speed up our movement to head towards Sima Mao ultimately. So let's get you up near the riverbank up here. Continuing decent replenishment in this commandery. And then next turn, to heck with replenishment, we need to get on the move to apply some pressure up here for Sima Mao over here. And help out our lone Sima IE down here. Although hopefully he can just hold his own against their one force they've sent down. We don't have a lot of funds built up, so I'm not going to be looking at any kind of building, and we still got our cities upgrades working, so we'll save on to our money right now. We got you sinking slowly back down. Kijun in happiness. Yeah, you're all going to start sinking back down pretty soon, so we'll keep our eyes on you and your happiness as we move on to the next turn. Sima Mao decides to withdraw. Now he's out of sight, so I'm not sure exactly where he is now. We want another Sima Yu. All the vassals of Sima Yue seem to be saying, let's do non-aggression. Where are you, Shan Yu? Let me just see if you're one. You're kind of up here. I'm gonna... Well, I don't know that I'd go war with you anyway, as long as you're a vassal of Sima Yue either. So let's just totally solidify our friendship or our happy feelings here over here and accept your non-aggression pact. We are coming in a line with Sima Yue and his vassals to free us up to go against Sima Y and his vassals. Okay, we have a competition. I'm treated to a demonstration from 3 talented courtiers. One paints an evocative landscape, another recites a moving verse, and the third hits a target from 400 meters blindfolded. They want me to judge who is best. Jesus. I can get satisfaction from Dai Wu Anmeng by rewarding the poet and gaining some mind alignment, which right now is 20 points away from the next level, which would be cool to hit that. That'd be a pretty high level. I could reward them all. Wow, but that would hit my treasury, but I can afford 300. Kijun is one of those that would be nice. You know, it would help me in the short term to give some satisfaction from some of my dissatisfied. So let's just reward them all and spend just a little bit of money, even though I'm trying to build it up. Although our per turn income has increased to 1,500, so maybe some buildings have come about. So I'm rewarding them all and spending that money, and that should help. Kijun. Fortuitous event. So yeah, you were a lot lower than that. You had a precipitous drop this last turn. I saw like a blinking red symbol over here. So yeah, that's why I decided to reward them all, just to help that out. We got a crap load of new nobles moving through our area. Holy criminy. And if I knew the 8 Princes lore more, I might be able to tell you if I recognize any of these names and if I need to deal with some of these guys. So if any of you recognize at all any of these names as someone I should be looking for, someone that I need to add to my forces, add to my faction, please shout out and let me know. If you know the lore of the 8 Princes period better than I do, this is where I count on you, my viewers, to help me out and fill in the gaps for me. And yes, the large city and large town have increased and been built, and that's why my per turn income, kaboom, has just risen dramatically. So I don't know, let's see, since I'm about to go into battle, I think what I'm going to do is maybe with that extra income, before we get that one last trebuchet. I got the other army at full strength at the moment, but we're all going to hit the water and start moving towards Sima Mao. And I think that's probably, now that I don't need to keep Sima Ai back, That's probably the same thing I'm going to do with him via land over to Changsha, the large city, soon to be small regional city. So let's get these guys on the water and moving. Of course, I was going to hit that last trebuchet, but oh well, I guess I'm not. So much for doing what I say I'm going to do, right? I have a habit of saying and thinking it, and once I think it, it's as if it's done, but I haven't done it. Ay, 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 ay. So we are moving up the river, and soon we will start seeing what kind of defenses he has up there. And let's see if we can't get Sima Ai moving the same way. It looks like our route will go through the little pass over here over towards Changsha. And mostly we're replenished, but I think what we'll do is go back to regular. We'll make sure we're in regular stance here and just move here just so we can continue getting fully replenished on our way to do battle. And then Sima Mao, God, I can't keep my name straight, can I? Sima Mao decides to pop back down because I've pulled out a Wuling, the livestock farm. Then I'm in position to get lickety split right back there. Okay. Turn of a lot of moving and a lot of repositioning, but hopefully we got some nice battles coming up ahead with Sima Mao, and we'll see if Sima Y has come down to support him at all as we move our forces up that way. Time for the next turn. I'm not going to do any building this turn. I think we're going to hold off. Well, let's just at least take a look at how much I'm going to need for that small regional city. I got to get up over 6,000 to get to that next step, but that's going to be important for some buildings I need down here in this commandery. Although I might very well be able to do the next step. Where is it? There it is, Zhangke. I went too far south. The next step down here is only 2850. So yeah, we will hold off on any building this turn, and we should have enough funds at least to start on the small city next time to get those artisans going and work towards that path. And then after that, we'll see if we can't save up for the small regional city up in Changsha so we can get some of those great income buildings going, because I would love at some point to have a little consistently higher income to go along with my army, so then I could easily build that 4th army, and as I get promoted, even maybe a 5th army. So there's some long-term goals ahead for us, and let's go to the next turn. Nah, he's moving down. Sima Y. Is that Sima Y himself? We're gonna find out when we look at the army. Or is that Sima Mao? Now we got Sima Yao, which would like a non-aggression pact. And where Sima Yao is a vassal of Sima Y. Why not just hit a non-aggression pact so Sima Y has no maneuverability in trying to get people to go against us? But let's just make sure and see if we can see where Sima Yao is. Because if he's right on our borders and it's someone we want to punish, you might say, for being a vassal of Sima Y, I don't want to lock myself out of being able to move against him. And I do not see Sima Yao that we border up against him anytime soon. You know what I should probably have off to the side is a map so I knew where everybody was, so when they're blacked out here, but I guess in a way maybe that's cheating, is it? You tell me. It'd be nice to know where they really were so I could make fully informed decisions, but we're going to go ahead and accept non-aggression there. And I'm anxious to see, is that Sima Mao or Sima Y's army moving on Changsha, the large city? Sima Lun declared war on the Jin Empire. Yeah. Jin Empire has signed peace treaty with Zhu Wenfang, yeah. And Jin Empire has signed a peace treaty with Sima Yan. Loyalty. This person's loyalty is unshakable. Look at that, plus 20. Now, wouldn't it be nice if someone like Dai Wu Anmeng or Qi Jun got this one to increase their satisfaction? But no, it's somebody who I have nothing to worry about. But that's cool. His satisfaction plus 20 for 15 turns. That's amazing to have unshakable loyalty like that. Thank you, Huang Fushang. I'll at least have somebody I don't have to worry about. New ancillary, a philosopher, adding cunning and, oh, that's faction-wide satisfaction only if he's an advisor, heir, faction leader. So for the moment, can we at least park him with someone down here? It's not going to help your satisfaction at all, or is it Daiwu? Now you have someone right there. So we'll park him with Key. Too bad it doesn't help his own satisfaction, but we will set you down there and park you down there for the moment. I'm thinking we may have to do, we may just do that temporary since you're the cheap one. Now that I'm thinking and we're in here, it's only 800. It'll at least give you a temporary satisfaction. Let's just spend that 800 just to get you temporarily satisfied. It's a small cost at 800. I still leaves me with money to upgrade down here. But once again, before I move away, you are from Sima Y himself, General Sima Fan. Now let's see if we can get Sima, i.e. he can make it under normal marching conditions to Changsha to help bolster the city. That is right where I'm going to take him. Doesn't look like I quite have the movement because it would be kind of cool in a way, perhaps, even though some of these forces are definitely better than mine. Look at that. That's a definitely heavy melee infantry with these heavy spears. So that's a tough little army down here. Heading my way, but I'm now behind the walls of the city, and we'll see if that deters his aggressive advance. And at the same time, rolling up the river, coming to the back door. We are in sight of Sima Mao's lands now, so we're going to have options when we next move. We'll either be able to come up on the back door of Sima Fan down here, the general of Sima Y, or we'll be able to move up, start taking some action against Sima Mao to say, hey, shame on you for becoming a vassal of Sima Y and helping him out in his dastardly plot against me. I'm not biased. Nope. Okay, let's get down here to increase this small city. And I keep moving down here. There it is. Zhangke is where we want to do the duty. There it is. Small city, 2,850. Let's get that built. We still have decent income per turn. So that we hopefully can build up to become a small regional city in Changsha, barring something disastrous happening over here with Sima Y's forces moving in. So I think we're set for this turn, and it is time to see what the future brings. What is this army of Sima Y's gonna do, led by Sima Fan? Let's find out. Are we under siege now? Ooh, another army though. He's getting bolstered. That's what it looks like. So my forces over here are coming none too soon. I don't know that I quite yet want a non-aggression pact with you. You're not a vassal of anyone at this point, Jin Empire. You are your own beast. And I don't want to get locked out. If I get these other things under control, I don't necessarily want to get locked out of options down the road on this one. Yeah, I'm going to reject this particular one, I think. I think. Yeah, we're just going to pass on that one at this time. We may come back to that. We're going to have some strong action going on around Changsha. That's for sure. See, a cart arrives in my capital filled with various goods, and one of those is a new suit of armor. So we'll go take a look at that. Only through strength and unity may the land be made whole. So what kind of a noble leather? Noble's leather. 46 armor base. Do we have somebody who needs that? We may. Now that not going to be a huge change there. Ling Hong, what's your armor look like? Not going to be a huge change there. Do I really have anyone else that will be able to even use it? I don't think. Those are the two generals right now that would have use for it. And it's really not an upgrade for either of them. So we'll just hang on to it. We got trade. We got some stuff to be able to trade should we get into a difficult, sticky situation coming up. Now, what does this other army look like? It is also from Sima, another of his generals, Midian. And what does his army look like? See if I can check it out, or is he close enough that I can check out? I guess I can't get a look at it. It won't let me. I can get a look at him, but I can't get a look at Midian. Nope, nope, nope. What I got to do though is get my armies moving so we can get close. Is it best to move to Changsha, the city, and then how far can we get on the river? I guess that's what's going to determine. We can get pretty far on the river, so I'm thinking we're going to go down via the river. And we uncover some other fun. We got some forces and armies and things piling up down here for us. Wow, we got some stuff going to be happening down here. Let's get my forces down there to help out this situation. Now, pure numbers, when you compare our three stacks, we are a little stronger in pure numbers, but when you start looking at strength of forces within those stacks, he may have the edge. So we shall see, we shall see, we shall see what's going to happen here. We got something big going on coming down here very, very, very soon. Now my question is he close enough to reinforce? It doesn't quite look like it. So does it make sense for me to sally forth and go after him? Does it? Does it? Does it? I guess that's the tease to get you guys to come back next time. Is will ZigZag sally forth with Sima IE to take on a one-on-one, what looks like a one-on-one battle just outside the city of Changsha. He's got reinforcements inbound for next turn should that battle work, because he's going to then get counterattacked, obviously, which he could easily retreat from back to Changsha, the city. So we may get some fun sparring going on next turn up here, my friends. It's been over 40 minutes already, so to get this kind of extensive battling going on at this point in the playthrough, we are going to pause it. Kind of a little cliffhanger action going on here, and next time let's join me back to see how this mega fun battle that's shaping up works out. This is ZigZagZog signing off from Western Kentucky. I appreciate all and every one of you that take the time to watch my playthroughs. I sure do appreciate it. Have a great one.